I look like a grandma wearing this. Oh my god. Hello, I am back and we're going to be reading through Reddit more because Lord knows I have no other ideas. You read the title, you know what we're doing and how this works. Real quick though, as always, please like, comment and subscribe because it helps me out a bunch and I really appreciate it. Like, I really, really do. You will never realise how much I actually appreciate that when I see I get a new comment or I see someone's liked or subscribed. It means the world to me. So if you want to make me happy, then like, comment and subscribe because it genuinely does. Also, if you want to follow me on anything else, then my Twitter is also linked in the description, as it always is in any one of my videos, as well as the subreddit to this, in case you want to go check out some others for yourself. So yeah, now let's get straight into it. Right, the first one we got is, am I the a** for thinking my mother-in-law's obsession with my son is absurd? I have a feeling I already know the answer to this, but let's read just in case. I have a 4-year-old and I am due with baby number 2 mid-year. My husband, 27, and I, 25, have been together since we were teens. Mother-in-law, 47, was jealous from the get-go of our relationship. I've read up on this a bit and it's to do with her not having their emotional needs met by a partner, so they subconsciously use their son to meet those needs. Then when I fell pregnant with my now 4-year-old, she kept saying my baby, and sometimes she would slip and start referring to her hubby as her child's brother. Oh my god. This continued my whole pregnancy and she would boast about it to anyone and everyone. Then when he was born, it was all amplified. She wanted to take him to spend alone time with him from the time he was a couple weeks old and would be offended when we said no. She would always say that grandma loves him more than his parents do. She would kick up a giant stink whenever she wasn't able to take him out alone. She never wanted to spend time with him around us. There were so many times where we tried to set boundaries, but she would always do it her way and guilt trip us. When we would do things together, she would physically push the pram out of my hands and she would push the pram everywhere anytime we were together. I'll push my baby. And I was never allowed. She would never correct people if they assumed she was his mother, and as his parents we thought that was too weird. He's always her grandson, but never ever is he our son. Anytime we do anything, it is always about her. It's like she's using my son to meet her emotional needs, which even though it's subconscious, to me is sick. I have tried to place more boundaries, but I always get met with guilt trips. When we go to places together where my son will experience what I call first, all those things are taken over by her. Even just small details like going to buy a drink, she needs to take him instead of us. She either takes him and does them without us, or I'll say, hey, maybe he could do that with his parents too, and she will be unhappy, and making sure that he holds her hand and is sitting next to her and not us. She always makes sure that if he comes over to me, that she gets his attention back onto her. She constantly tells him that she loves him the most, he's her favourite, and he's her favourite person. And anytime we do anything together, to make her the centre of his attention. Now that I'm having another baby, also a boy, I've been worried it'll be the same thing all over again. But it's not. I caught her telling my son, don't worry, you'll be grandma's favourite, you always are grandma's boy and you won't have to share, I'll always be your favourite person. And that is just horrible. She's saying things like, you and grandma can do things together and mum and dad can have the new baby. Am I the asshole for thinking this is just absurd behaviour? What have I just read? What have I... Why? No, you're not the asshole for thinking that. That is genuinely weird. Like you said, I get she's kind of doing it subconsciously, but at the same time, it's still weird because you have tried to put your boundaries in and being like, no, stop this, it's weird, it's creepy. And she just ignores it. I don't understand. I do understand and I don't understand. The only answer I have is that this person is not the asshole and that her mother-in-law is just... She needs to take a couple steps back. She needs to back up. Right, next one. Am I the asshole for not taking my sister with me on my 3rd date? Why would you take your sister out on a date with you? Oh wait, unless she's like a child and you're like babysitting. I don't know, I'll read and find out. Some background. I, 24 female, have been talking to a guy, 22 male, for about 2 months now. We have finally started to date and are planning to go out for our 3rd date next week. I really like this guy and it's my first proper relationship as I've always been a bit too busy with work for a relationship. But I really want to put in the effort and enjoy myself and overcome my anxieties. Yesterday I told my sister, 25 female, that I plan on going with this guy to a restaurant that she's been wanting to try out and basically said, oh hey, I can try it out with my date and then you and I can go together if it's good. And that's where she got upset with me. She looked visibly hurt and I feel terrible. She asked if I even thought about bringing her too on this date so she can also get to know the guy, and I told her I did, but I thought for a 3rd date it might be a bit too early for them to get to know each other. I also want to get to know this guy with it just being us alone. She hasn't really talked to me since that and is acting very cold toward me. I tried asking her if she wants to be the one I take first and she blew up on me saying that I'm in the wrong for not wanting it to be the 3 of us on this date because she wants to get to know him as well. So it seems like it's not about the restaurant and more of I didn't want to go with her and this has me confused. I feel very conflicted because on one hand I want to be alone with my date and on the other hand I don't want my sister to be upset with me. She has also been having difficult time at work, so it has been difficult because I can't really be excited around her about this new relationship. I noticed in the beginning when I do this I was getting one-word answers or short answers from her, so I dialed it down. I know it's not her fault and she is stressed and I obviously wouldn't want her to pretend to be in a great mood because I am in a new relationship, so I understand. I've considered just folding and asking her if she will go with me, but I also really don't want to, so maybe I am really just being an asshole. Am I the for not wanting her to go with me? No! It's a date. She's 25. You've been dating for less than 6 months. Why would you take your sister out on a date with you? It's a date. It is meant for two people or whatever who are in a relationship. Not for you, your boyfriend and your sister. That's not what a date is. That's just called a casual hangout. If you want to hang out with your boyfriend and your sister, then you can. But this is a date. It's a completely different thing. Who takes their siblings out on dates with them? If my sister came up to me and was like, do you want to go on a date with me and my boyfriend? I'd be like, no, that's weird. I don't understand. I get she wants to meet your boyfriend and stuff. That's completely fine. I completely understand that. But that doesn't mean she has to go out on the date with you two. She does not need to go to a restaurant with you two on your date, on your third date, to get to know him. I'm losing brain cells. Right, last one before I lose every single brain cell possible. Am I the asshole for telling my friend if she wants to, she can leave? I, 19 female, started college in September. Everything's been great. A girl on my course, Ro, 20 female, a student from the Netherlands, is staying in the same uni residence, not the same apartment as me. I know Ro has been struggling with her mental health and I've supported her to the best of my ability, having had similar struggles my whole life. We're in the same course and friend group and have been friends since nearly day one. Last week, after midterms finished, we all decided to go out clubbing to celebrate. Bought tickets in advance. The day we're going out, I'm talking to her about our plans when her friend, 21 female, overhears we plan on heading out and remarks that as we are going out, she is also going to go out to a different club with some of her friends. Even though she says she doesn't really want to. But knowing that we're going out, she says we all have to share a taxi back to the uni residence. Rose says yes, and I have no problem with this. We previously arranged taxi back with another friend in our group, staying at mine for the night. Fast forward to in the club, it's a great time. Everyone is happy. So club closes at 2:30, but it's somewhere between 12:30 and 1. I notice Ro keeps looking down at her phone but think nothing of it. Then she starts asking if we should leave soon. We're all having a good time and nobody else is really up for leaving yet. We paid for the tickets and we want to get our money's worth by staying till closing. So I say I don't think anyone wants to leave and our friend taking taxi home with us agrees she wants to stay till closing. 20 minutes later, Ro asks us again. This time says her friend in the club across town wants to leave, so we should also start leaving. Everyone else still wants to stay. So Ro says okay, that she will leave and go meet her friend and they will go home together. I say okay and we all continue with our night. I notice Ro doesn't leave and we all leave and get shots together. At about 2, she comes back over to us and she says we should leave now to avoid the line at the cloakroom. But we're still having a good time and everyone says they want to stay until at least 10 minutes before closing. So Ro goes back to where she was standing and 15 minutes before closing she comes back, starts telling us all, come on, let's hurry up and leave. We all go with it and leave, down the stairs to the cloakroom. I'm to the back of the group as we leave. Ro starts telling me to hurry up and pushing me to the cloakroom. She starts saying that she doesn't feel well. I hurry up to the cloakroom, there's 2 people in front of me getting coats and Ro is still pushing me, so I tell her, don't push me, you can't do that. And if you want to leave, then leave, but stop pushing me right now. I wait my turn and we leave. She doesn't talk to me or our friend on the whole walk to get her friend and the taxi ride home. I've given her excuses when things happen before. She often grabs/yanks me when I walk too fast for her liking. I've never said anything, plus done what she asks, like slowing down. I'm tired of letting people think they can push me around, so am I the asshole? No, you're not. I don't understand what Ro's problem is. If she wanted to leave, she could have left, like you said. I don't understand. Ro needs to calm it down a bit. Just, my advice, don't go clubbing with Ro again. Right, I think I've lost enough brain cells for one day. I'm done. Like I said at the beginning, if you like this video then like, comment and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch and I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to see more videos like this then let me know because I don't mind filming them. They're pretty fun to make. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you whenever I next see you. Goodbye.